Welcome to Dark Whispers AI, where we unravel the world's most haunting and unexplained mysteries. Today we're diving deep into one of the most chilling cold cases in modern history, a mystery buried in snow, fear and silence, the Dyatlov Pass incident. In January of 1959, a group of 10 experienced hikers, students and graduates from the Ural Polytechnical Institute, set out on a ski trek into the frigid wilderness of the Ural Mountains in Soviet Russia. They were led by 23-year-old Igor Dyatlov, an experienced outdoorsman. The plan was to reach Mount Otorten, a route rated as one of the most challenging in the region. One of the 10, Yuri Yudin, turned back early due to illness. That decision likely saved his life. The rest of the group continued the expedition. They were expected to return by February the 12th, but when no message came, a search party was launched. What they found shocked even the most hardened investigators. On February 26th, searchers discovered the hikers' tent. It was torn from the inside. Their belongings, shoes, food and gear were still inside. It appeared as if the group had fled into the snow in total panic, barefoot or in socks, in freezing temperatures below 25 degrees Celsius. Soon, bodies began to surface. 2 men were found near a tree line lying in their underwear beside a burned-out fire. 3 more, including Dyatlov himself, were discovered between the tent and the trees, as if they had tried to crawl back. But the remaining 4 weren't found until 2 months later, buried under snow in a ravine. Their deaths were even more horrifying. 1 had a crushed skull, 2 had shattered ribs. 1 was missing her eyes, and her tongue had been ripped out. There were no external wounds on the bodies to match the internal trauma. No signs of struggle. No defensive injuries. Soviet doctors at the time compared the force of the injuries to a car crash, but noted that the bodies had no bruises or skin damage. And then there was the radiation. 2 of the bodies were found to have high levels of radiation on their clothing, an unusual detail that only deepened the mystery. The Soviet government quickly shut down the investigation. The final report simply stated, "The hikers died due to an unknown compelling force." That was it. Over the decades, dozens of theories emerged. Some suggested an avalanche, that they woke to the sound of shifting snow, panicked, and fled the tent, only to succumb to hypothermia. But others argue this doesn't explain the blunt force trauma, the missing tongue, or the strange orange glow that witnesses reported in the sky that night. Some claim it was a secret military weapons test gone wrong, that the hikers were caught in the blast radius of something they were never meant to see. Then there are those who believe in something even more disturbing: paranormal events, alien involvement, or a Yeti attack, referencing the infamous note found among the hikers' belongings that jokingly read, "From now on we know there are snowmen in the mountains." What makes the Dyatlov Pass incident so terrifying is not just the brutality of the deaths, but how meticulously strange every piece of evidence is. It's as if the mountains swallowed them and spat them out broken. In 2019, the Russian government reopened the case. Their conclusion? A delayed avalanche. But many still believe it was a cover-up, that the truth of what happened in the snow that night remains buried, along with the 9 lives lost. To this day, theories continue. Investigators, journalists, even independent scientists have pored over the data, photos and autopsy reports, and no single explanation ties all the clues together. What force could terrify 9 experienced hikers enough to rip open their tent from the inside, flee into the snow barefoot, and meet such violent ends? We may never know. But the Dyatlov Pass incident remains one of the most disturbing and fascinating unsolved cases of the modern era, a chilling reminder that even in our age of reason, some truths remain lost in the cold. What do you think happened that night on the mountain? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to Dark Whispers AI for more deep dives into the world's most haunting mysteries.